Hello everybody, it's Janelle. Taluve, another YouTuber, asked me a while ago if I was going to do a retwist video on my locks, and I got to thinking that I guess I could. So since I just washed and everything, figured now would be a good time to do this. Sorry you see me without makeup, but as you can see, these are my locks after they've been washed. There's a lot of growth up under there, so I'd say it is time to give a little bit of a twist. But I am very happy to report that they are growing very nicely, forming very nicely. So I'm going to very quickly show you what I use on my locks and how I retwist. Now typically I use a lock gel. This is by Better Locks and Twist Gel. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like. I've added some things to this. It's kind of white and creamy now. When you buy it right out of the jar, it's a clear pale lavender. But what I have added to this has been some jojoba oil, some olive oil, and I love the scent of jasmine, so I've added some jasmine essential oil. I've got clips here that I use to clip the twists once they are palm rolled. And then I've got a water spritz here. This is what I use every day, actually. Either this or I will mist my hair in the shower. This is just tap water along with the essential oils of jasmine. And I put a little rosemary in here to help with stemming any kind of dandruff should that need arise. And then today I actually got a new essential oil, Lang Lang, and I'm trying that, so I added a little bit to this spritz. Now, I use this to keep my hair damp because you need to twist your hair while it's damp. You should never twist it while it's dry. And as I sit here, it usually takes me about an hour to do my whole head, so I'm sure I'll probably have to re-dampen from time to time. Now, what I did when I got out of the shower, I did throw a towel over my head and just kind of pat the hair so it wasn't dripping wet. And then I shook my hair to kind of release the locks here, kind of separate them. But up here in the top where it has gotten kind of thick, I probably am going to have to pop the roots or separate them just a little bit so they don't marry. But anyway, what I do is take a little bit of gel on my finger, about like this. I'll rub my fingers together, and now I've got the first lock here separated. I put it mainly on the new growth, but then I will go ahead and pinch a little on the part that's already twisted. And you can see I roll my locks, rolling them clockwise. And then I take a clip, and I'm careful not to roll it too tight at the scalp. I don't want the root bed to thin. But then I take a clip, and now since this is right here at my ear, this clip is going to hang a little loose. But what I will do is probably incorporate, probably two or three or four locks into a single clip. Okay? But again, I grab the lock, put a little gel on, and I'm twisting it. Actually, where my lock's a little longer, the hair would actually be going through the palms of my hands. Down in here, my locks are still fairly short, so I'm actually rolling it between my fingers. This part here of my fingers, you get the same effect. It's just that, obviously since my hair is shorter, I can't get it all the way to the palms of my hands to do the rolling. And I just gently twist. 2 or 3 twists are usually sufficient. And then I clip. Now already my hair is starting to dry here, so I'm going to have to spritz a little bit. I like to keep it fairly damp. Not only does it keep your hair from kind of feeling a little abused, and I'm going to wipe my mirror off here because invariably when I do this spritz in front of a mirror, I get the mirror wet. But it also makes the hair a little bit easier to handle. Okay? But basically this is what I do. I just kind of take each lock. Now this one, I don't know if you can see it or not. There you go. Pull these out of the way. Move this back. See, here's where the lock has already started forming, and from here to the scalp is new growth. You can see how loose that is. So, when I twist this, of course, I want to be able to get all that new growth. what I will do is kind of grasp it there at the scalp, but not right tight up against to the scalp, and I'll twirl my finger a little bit just to get that started, and then I'll put it between my fingers and roll down the rest of the length of the lock. And again, I'll clip it. And now I will probably sit up under the dryer for a while on this, usually about 45 minutes, sometimes an hour. Just depends on how wet my hair is by the time I get all of the twisting done. And if I had done this earlier in the day, I probably would have just air dried, but since it's the time it is, I want to make sure it's dry before I actually go to bed. Should never sleep on damp locks. Number one, if you do that, the tendency is that you flatten the lock. It loses its cylindrical shape, and it's kind of hard to coax it back into that shape once it's been lost. But also, if you routinely sleep on damp hair, the tendency is that your hair will develop mold and mildew, which is kind of an ugly situation to have. Now you can see I'm trying to I've got some hairs here that are kind of crawling at the root, so I just kind of separate that as I fill them, and that way we more or less keep the root bed separated. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue this. What I will do is come back after I have twisted all of this, let you see what it looks like before I dry it, and then I'll come back after it's dry and with the clips removed so that you can see what the finished product looks like. Hope this was helpful. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing in terms of twisting the hair. If not, just let me know and I will redo the video probably 2-3 weeks from now if you couldn't see what I was doing, and try to get it a little closer so you can see it a little better. Be blessed, everybody. Hugs and peace, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Taluve and other YouTubers. This is Janel again. I told you I'd come back and let you see what my hair looked like after I got it all twisted and clipped. Well, this is it. I know, kind of looks like I have foil all over my head, like I'm going to be the antenna for the TV for this evening, but this is what it looks like. Anyway, thought I'd show you what it looks like, and I will see you again in about 45 minutes. I'm going to sit up under my dryer and dry this out. Once I do that, I'll take the clips out and I'll come back and let you see what the finished product looks like. Hugs and peace. Love to all of you. Be blessed. Bye-bye.